Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Do You Hear Me with Unico Williams, special, the Diddy trial, where I come to you and I am the judge, the jury, prosecution, attorneys, Diddy. I am all the above. So make sure that you like and subscribe as we are looking at the end of this week being the end of this thing. And then we'll see how long it takes for the jury to go back. But I think that they're wanting to end this thing by Friday, maybe after, because the defense still has to bring up their witness and whatnot, present their case. So, and they said their defense says it's going to take them like a day, maybe. So we'll see. But please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Nico Williams on everything. So, day 28. Shout out to Inner City Press for the information. Um, they're the ones that give me my talking points because I listen to the trial all day, and this is what I do. I come here and I give you a summary, and I answer any questions that you may have. So, you have any, drop them in the chat, and let's get started. So, Diddy's lawyer's like, our draft verdict form is based off the Archegos case, U.S. versus Bill Huang, in the Ray case. So this is in regards to the verdict sheet. The verdict sheet basically was like, the way Diddy wants to put it is like guilty or not guilty of this particular charge, and then when the jury goes back there, and then what the government's trying to do is they're like trying to say this constitutes racketeering, guilty on this, so they're trying to give them a detail sheet while the while the defense is trying to make it simple, you would think, to try and make it like not make the jurors think as much. So the government says our longer verdict sheet is required due to the special sentencing factors. Its questions including New York and California law. Judge will ultimately decide the U.S. proposed verdict form here. So they're fighting about that. Next up, they go on to the scheduling. So Diddy's lawyer like, on scheduling, we agreed to the U.S. proposal that summation start Thursday. So summation, the summary, the end of it, closing statements start Thursday. Government's like, yes, our summary witness we now believe will go in tomorrow. Unfortunately for him, then we understand the defense case will consist of reading in some exhibits. Judge is like, the jury is ready. All rise. Jurors, thank you for braving the heat. Welcome back. Agent Saracillo, you're still under oath. Oh, so the government's back up. I would like to enter sealed exhibits. Please turn off the public screens. This flight, the agent, to and from Las Vegas to Van Nuys. Paul Arthur on the flight. And these messages, Puff, Christina Karam, and someone named Annika. Not sure how I spelled since the public screen is off. Let's listen to Mr. Combs' 5 audio messages. Please put on the headphones. So we can't hear any of this. Next up, it says, what's this? GX1406, page 1. Were there explicit videos cited in this chart? What do they show? Sexually explicit videos. Is there one woman in them? Jane. Also, I recognize Cabral and Sean Combs. And other men? Yes. Other men? Yes. Let's play some videos. So the attorney's screens are off. Videos are playing. Diddy takes off and puts his glasses back on. Leans over to pick something up on the floor and then sits back up. Government. Can we go to the 5-minute mark? Looking at row 16, does it also have an explicit video? Yes. Play it and then take it down. Okay, let's now go to chart 1408. Who are the names? Jane, Jonathan Perez, Trump International Hotel. What is the address listed? 1 Central Park, West Manhattan. For 7Y-120, what is the room number? 0508. Ms. Comey, could we turn back on the public exhibit screens? We're about to show an exhibit with Jane's true name. If you like me to be turning it on and off. Whose name is on the American Express bill? Sean Combs. What was the cost for this stay? $2,890. Who paid for Jane's travel? Please turn off the public screen. Bad boy. And who paid for Cabral's travel? Jane. And what is this? A wire from Sean Combs to Jane for $5,000. Turn off the public screens. Does Robin Greenhill write, please send 5K to Jane's true name? Yes. And who is being paid for here? Public screen still is off. Brendan Paul, Cabral Williams, and Jane with the Amex, Jessica Ruiz, Opco LLC. Agent, do you recognize this? Oh, it has Jane's information in it. We need to keep the public screens off. Please walk us through the columns of this chart. So the agent goes up there. He says, it has to and from in the content, the source of the information. What's this? Jane to Sean Combs asking, should we have just look into flights? Okay, let's look at this exhibit. Is this from Mr. Combs to Jane? He asks, tell me when you can come. She says, night. Then what? Jane writes, I'm not coming to New York. I feel disrespected. You just want me for a hotel binge. Then she writes, I don't want to be used and locked in a room to fulfill your fantasies. Sean Combs says, that was podcast talk. Then what? Jane writes, I don't want to feel obligated to perform these nights for you for fear of losing the roof over my head. How does Mr. Combs respond? He writes, girl, stop. Then some audio messages are sent. What does Jane send to Combs? A photo? Then Jane asks, I didn't have time to bring the heels if someone can get them. What does Combs text Jane here? He asks, movie or entertainment night? Let me know if hotel is needed. Something else. That boy's something else. How are the participants here? Who are the participants here? Fahim and Brendan Paul about after the show. Jane is in town room at Trump. Man down. Your Honor, I think it's a good time to break. Okay. All right, they get back from break. What does Fahim text to Jonathan? We on the way up in the elevator with Jane. What's this? A Trump International Hotel record? What does Frank Rodriguez text to Fahim? Bring Gucci bag. What does Jane text to Cabral Williams? Would you like to come to New York City? What does Fahim text to Jane? We'll come with the cash. Then Jane to Cabral Williams, just need your date of birth and driver's license number. Then Jane sends a message to Cabral. How much time before he says, can come up in a sec? About 10 hours. Let's go to page 71, line 770. It's a text to Brendan Paul about sending out a nurse in bag. What does Brendan Paul text? All IVs will be the same. You read Mr. Combs, I'll read Miss. You read Mr. Combs, I'll read Miss Karan. You can't just leave like that, lit after partying and not tell anyone. That is when bad shit happens. You know that. Did you get the drip? Chelsea will move to the house once Jane leaves. Options were Mandarin and another king room for now. I need to get her a suite. Keep her at the addition. What's this? Financial record notes. Jane to Cabral Williams. Sly Diddler. What? Play Combs' voice message to Paul Arthur. Hit me up when you close. What does Jane text to Cabral? So horny. I need to see you. Then what does Jane text? Travel agent finally woke up. You're coming. What's this number? Jessica Ruiz? His whole squad. Play Combs' message to Karan. Hey, KK, we need more baby oil. 20 bottles in this motherfucker. Play Mr. Combs' voice messages. Hey, Jess, I need to get him from Atlanta to here. Let me know. Hit me up. Does Cabral Williams send his date of birth, and Jane sent it to Combs, then Combs to Ruiz? Yes, then Ruiz books it. What does KK text to Combs? I ordered a fruit plates. I'll have to bring your phone to you. Play the message from Combs to KK. I have to run out of town real quick, like family emergency, know what I'm saying? What does Karam say? She says, suggest you say something came up and not lie about leaving town. I think she'll want to hear from you directly. You could suggest dinner tomorrow. What's this? Guido to Sean Combs. Play Combs' message. I need 5 more bottles of each so I don't have to ask nobody. And my Apple TV since I'm staying here. He asked for lattes and vegetable soup. Can security bring me 5,000? And anything else y'all think I might need? In Cialis. I'm gonna keep calling y'all unless you think of everything I'm gonna need. Who is texted to Fahim? Or what is texted to Fahim? Taking 5,000 to him right now. What does Jessica Ruiz text to Sean Combs? Had to change drivers, then Jane texted to Cabral Williams. What is the next 4 videos? Explicit videos about 45 minutes later. Then JP Morgan to Arthur Fitness, $1,000. What does Jane send to Mr. Combs? I'm heading there. Will you let me know when I'm 5? We'll let you know when I'm 5 minutes away. Paul coming up. Line 337, walk us through. This is the London Hotel in LA, room 229, in the name of Chavez, with damage. Line 340. Check-in record for the London Hotel. Play the voice message. Should I book the room? It's a yes or no answer. Thumbs up or thumbs down. How does Jane respond? I need to shop to celebrate. Line 350, who texts Jane? Karam, asking for Jane's account information. She says Bank of America and an account number. She writes, want to send one of the guys here to drop everything off? And Combs says, no, I don't want them to know. Play Combs' audio message to Jane. Man, KK is all over this thing, dog. She knew about all this, helped him orchestrate it, but she was also saying, man, you need to quit doing this shit. But she was down. Play Combs' audio message to Jane. I sent you 15K, baby girl. I sent you 15K, baby girl. What does Combs text to Paul Arthur? You in LA? He says yes. Then I'm gonna hit you up later. Play Combs' voice message. You want to meet up 9:45? Can you get 5K for Fahim? What does Combs text to Jane? Paul gonna meet us at 9:30. Play Combs to Frank Rodriguez. Frank, make sure that room is set up right. What does Rodriguez write? Medical grade K, MDMA. What is Jane? So we're talking Keta and then MDMA. What does Jane text to Cabral? To call Rodriguez? What does Rodriguez text to Combs? A photo and message. This is all they got left of the blues. I'll read Jane, you read Combs. It's been 3 years of me having to fuck strangers. I can't be in another hotel room performing for days. Let me make love to you. Spend the day with Gina. I'm not trying to fuck strangers. You want to have me suck some dick so you can jet off with Gina. Are you going to let me in our house? Are you going to let me in our house? Said that 5 times. I just put my child to bed. Who texts Combs the next day? Gina. Then what does Combs text to Jane? He texts, I'm horny as foo with numerous C's. And who is Combs texting with? A man named Rico Love. What does Jane text to Combs? Baby, I'm here. What does Combs text to Rico? Le Hermitage. Let me know when you're there. Yo, what's the name and room number? What does Combs text to Rico? Room is Paul. I'll read Jane and you read Mr. Combs as Jane. So make sure not to make me feel high and dry. Put something in my account. Hey, how are you? Was that 3 days later? Yes. Then record $3,000 JP Morgan. Who texts Jonathan Perez? Karam says, heads up, PD going to guest house. Turn off the public screen. What do they say the fight is about? Her being jealous and yelling at him. What's this? Jane and Anton? On June 20th, who does Jane call? Jamel Douglas, aka Antoine. What was sent to Fahim? Banking coordinator will pick up the cash. $5,000 for you, $15,000 for PD. What injuries are on Jane? Objection. So 15,000. Okay, got it. I was thinking it meant like police department, but that's for Pup Daddy. Objection. Sustained. So they take, was this video found on Jane's iCloud? Yes. No further questions. So they take a break. They're back. Let's get the witness on the stand. Now it's Diddy's team. Agent Sarah Silo. This exhibit shows expenses paid for Sean Combs. This is an account from QuickBooks. In an abundance of caution, let's turn off the public screen. Let's look 7 lines down. JetBlue, LA, agency fee, other, AR receipts, Sean Combs. Do you see that? Yes. Let's look at line 9, JFK to LAX, account of Jessica Ruiz, CD, OpCo, LLC, right? Right. When you did the chart, you saw only the Amex records? I saw what was presented to me. This is another chart you reviewed. Let's go to page 15, row 39. You listed the lawsuit Ventura versus Combs and Combs' Instagram video. Do you see this month-to-month lease in Jane's true name? Have you ever seen this exhibit? I have not. Turn the public screens back on. Here we saw Combs saying, damn, wish you were here, right? Yes. Okay. So instead of, we thought it was Swipe Diddler, it was actually Sly Diggler earlier. So just throwing it out there. They was talking about Sly, the other guy. So here Jane writes, I'm horny for you, and put in deep in me. The next 2 pages are not in your chart, are they? No, I don't think so. She writes, having wine, miss you. That's not included? It's not. She writes, I have some here, but mostly black dominatrix style, right? Yes. I'm going to bring up DX3328 under seal, page 17, messages between Jane and Cabral, Sly. Jane writes, I might have some off time. Jane writes, hey cutie, how are you? And he writes, just back from cooking for a brunch. I'm one of a kind, baby. She writes back, LOL, these pics. Okay, if I fly you out, I'm so horny, I need you. I'm touching myself right now. Right? Wow, she was calling. Wow, she was calling the freak off people for herself. Jane writes, I'm sorry. The messages you reviewed omitted emojis, right? I'm not sure. Jane writes, see you soon with kiss face emoji, then heart eye emojis. He writes, me too, also with emojis, right? Yes. Now turn off the screen, attorney screens too. Do you see the metadata? Yes. Test the headphones to make sure they work. Here's piano music. Now play the video. Keep the public screen off. Pull up DX3328. Jane messages Cabral. What does he respond? He texts, I'm just chilling in Houston waiting for my flight. Jane writes, want to come to Miami? I have a small free window emoji. Jane writes, oh Sly, thank you for making me feel so beautiful. He writes, you called me by my government name. I said, whoa, things getting personal now. Jane writes, I'm traveling. Maybe you can come to PCR. Test needed. Jane writes, wait, you have a passport, right? Oh, then don't worry about the PCR test. Your Honor, this is a good place to stop. It's 3 p.m. Okay, jurors, you may go. I have an hour and 15 minutes left or more. Your Honor, judge says, okay. So tomorrow, if the cross, then we'll give the jurors a long break for the Rule 29 motion. If it's denied, the defense should be ready to put on this case tomorrow. Closing. We say 4 hours each with jury charge in the middle of Friday. We are trying to agree on the jury instruction, but let's say in the RICO conspiracy section, you have different positions. Okay, I don't want to break up the closings, so we could stay late Thursday. See you tomorrow. So that's what we got today. So our bombshell today, the bombshell is that, and this is the ace up Diddy's team sleeve. This is their ace. She was calling people for freak offs too and having them travel to come be with her. And here's proof of it. So she was having her own little relationship. She was tripping about Diddy. I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So, two can play that game, that kind of thing. That's what I believe that she was trying to do. But at the same time, she might have really was feeling dude. And so yeah, that's our bombshell for today, is that it looks like 50 Cent mama freak, man. She did that. She paid for that out of her own pocket. More Diddy's money. So that's the deal. So that's it for day 28 of the trial. Make sure you like and subscribe. Again, this should be wrapping up this at the end of this week. So you don't want to miss this part, because this is where Diddy's about to start. His team's about to take control, and they're going to bring up their own witness, and then closing arguments is going to close out the week, and they're going to send the jurors to do their thing. So with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me with Unico Williams. Special, the Diddy trial. I holla.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I holla.